Welcome back to Soda City Living. You may have seen us talking about Sally's Greatest on an earlier segment, and now we're in for a real treat because Miss Sallie is joining us in the Soda City Living kitchen to tell us a little bit more about this incredible small business. Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. We learned a little bit with Brittany, but tell me about how this business started and your idea for it at the beginning and what it's grown to be now.
Well, it started, I had a medical sales job, so I was traveling all over, everywhere.
Yeah.
And I literally would come home just to release my stress, and I love creating different flavors. I like to just be in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's what happened, and then I bumped into the Garden and Gun magazine folks, and they started that first Made in the South, and they saw the strawberry basil. Anyway, they encouraged me to enter the contest. I did, and the rule was you had to be willing to sell your products.
Yeah.
And you had to have a website. So when I found out I was a finalist, I'm like, oh my goodness. So we had to literally kind of do that overnight.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. So,
but super meant to be.
Yes.
It all worked out. Your
Yes,
flavor combinations are really, really interesting. You've got a little bit of savory and a little bit of sweet. How do you come up with these flavors?
Well, my husband said I dream them up, but I really don't. I love to cook, and I do a little research, and then it just kind of happens.
Okay. Very authentically.
Yeah. So.
What's your favorite simple syrup and favorite jam, or does it? I'm sure it changes a lot, but.
Well, my absolute favorite simple syrup, and I'm going to show you why, is the blueberry lavender.
Okay.
I'm going to make a blueberry lavender mojito.
Okay, delicious.
Thank you. And then I love that fig sweet onion rosemary.
Seems like it's everybody's favorite.
Yeah, and the blueberry lavender on blue cheese. I'm a blue cheese junkie, so I do enjoy that as well.
Delicious. So we learned a little bit about the charcuterie last time. Today we're talking about the cocktails and mocktails of it all. And we're going to show you guys how to make 2 of them today, but there's even more in you guys' recipe book, right?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we made a little cocktail recipe book. We call it Mixology Made Simple because we're using fresh herbs and fresh fruit. There's no sugar, no water in the product. So we say we've done a lot of the work for you. We've done the muddling and the herbal infusion. Yes. So we make some fancy cocktails very simple.
Yeah, and we were talking before the cameras were rolling. You were saying if you're a mocktail person, a little bit of the syrup, just some seltzer water and lime or lemon juice makes a mocktail ready for you.
Yes.
So that's fantastic. Right. So if you're like me and you're not great in the kitchen, these guys are going to help you out. All right, let's talk about these drinks.
Okay, perfect. Well, let's start with a blueberry lavender mojito.
Delicious.
It's my absolute favorite. It's the recipe on the bottle. So a mojito, lime juice, fresh mint, and syrup. So that's my ounce of lime juice.
Perfect.
And I'm going to grab some mint. We do the mint because mojito, the lavender and mint are in the same family, so they pair really great together. So then, of course, we got to have some simple syrup. Here's
yum.
And it's for a glass this size. It's 2 ounces of the blueberry lavender simple syrup.
Okay. Look at that color.
And then we love our local guys at Gorget Distillery.
Look at that, and that's
Lugoff.
just, right down the street in Lugoff.
This is a silver rum, which is in the mojito. So again, we're gonna do 2 ounces of rum.
Okay.
And this is my little ounce measurement.
I love that. A little stir.
And again, we've done the muddling for you because we've got that herb
right, you don't need
a
shaker, you don't need to do it all yourself.
And a cocktail always has to have a lot of ice.
Lots of ice.
Yes. I always tell people, go heavy on the ice.
Always, always. Oh my goodness, that looks good.
And then we literally just top it off with some sparkling water.
Oh my goodness.
Give it a nice stir.
I love the color of it.
Yes, it's beautiful.
And it's all natural.
Right. There's no added anything, no colorings. And then I love to have a little fancy garnish.
Look at that.
And then, of course, you want a straw.
Fun straw, always.
And can't go wrong with
a little more fresh mint. Oh, that looks incredible.
It's delicious. And so you could, if you are not a rum fan, you can turn this into a spritz. You can put vodka in there and have a nice blueberry lavender spritz. Yeah. If you're a gin fan like myself, I love gin, we could turn that into a Tom Collins. So instead of lime juice, we would put lemon juice and back off a little bit on the simple syrup, and then you've got a nice Tom Collins.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that looks incredible. I'll definitely be taking a sip of this as soon as we cut the cameras. All right, what is number 2?
Number 2, of course, we cannot leave out the whiskey and the bourbon.
Of course.
It's really big these days. And so I'm taking our blackberry spice sage simple syrup.
Okay.
The spices in here are a little cinnamon, nutmeg.
Warmer.
Yep. Yeah, so instead of having to do all that bitters and everything you do with old fashioned, you can certainly do that. We simply take an ounce of the blackberry spice sage simple syrup. Of course, you got to have your fancy ice cubes.
You have to have the fancy ice cubes. I'm so glad you guys brought those. I don't know what we would have done.
And then
more local liquor here.
And this Gorget, they make a delicious whiskey. And you can do 2 to 3 ounces of whiskey, depending.
How sweet you like it. Yeah.
I'm going to go with an extra ½ ounce.
Okay.
And then just give it a
nice
good,
little stir.
And then I've just garnished with a dried orange peel. You can, if you want to, put a bitters in there. I suggest an orange bitters, but I don't think you actually need it.
Because of the simple syrup itself.
That's
wow,
right,
that is amazing. It smells so good too. It's like the aromatics of it in here. Well, this is so much fun. Thank you so much for showing us these delicious cocktails.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Can you tell everybody again where they can find you guys locally and how they can shop you online?
Yes, well, online is salliesgreatest.com, and Sallie is spelled with an I-E.
Okay.
And then locally, Brittany mentioned the Total Wine, Whole Foods, Lowe's Foods. Those we know have the syrups in there. We're in some other areas. I don't ever know if they have both, but those definitely.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much again, Sallie, for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.